Could you bring a Subaru back here? Probably. You probably wouldn't be very happy in it though. I picked this stuff up the last time I was in the grocery store. Hopefully it's good. Let's try it. It's good. Pretty sure it has a lot of sugar in it. Are you staying cool in the shade? Yeah? You ready to proceed with the day? Good boy. You're a good boy. I have been dawdling a bit too long this morning and it's starting to get warm. I mean, but who can blame me? Look at this place. It's amazing. But it's time to get down the road. Church must have let out. So many cars suddenly appeared when I decided I wanted to leave. I think we've got an opening. And I had to step on the gas to get up that hill because the first time I did it, we didn't make it. We are going slow and watching where we're going because in addition to the parade of cars that just went by, there have been a lot of cars that are racing. I think they're just practicing racing, but there have been some vehicles and some little 4x4 buggies going by really fast this morning. And so we're keeping our eyes peeled. What do you think, buddy? You're not 100% thrilled to be back on the dirt, but we don't have to go very far. I think it's about a 15-minute drive from where we were to San Javier, which is a mission town, which looks adorable. And I'm excited to be going there. A little later in the morning than I was originally planning upon, but as many mornings go, it was a slow going morning. And if you're new to the channel and wondering who I am and what's going on, I'm Katie. That's Tuck. This is my Jeep. And we're on a pretty massive road trip, and I'm bringing you guys along with me. We have made it to San Javier, which is a pretty remote little mission town. Now I think it's closer to get to Laredo from where we are than from where we came from. So it's not super far from a bigger city, but it's still a little remote. It's hard to tell because they've all got walls all around them, but they've got some pretty cute little haciendas here. I would not be shocked at all if there are a fair number of expats living here. There's mountains, there's water, and there's arable land. I have seen people growing stuff here. And supposedly there's a restaurant here. This is pretty cool. I mean, you're seeing the whole town. It doesn't extend much beyond this one main street. And here's the mission. Oh, that's really neat. What a cool place. And I thought these missions would have been restored, but it doesn't look like there is any restoration going on. And way up there is a whole bunch of bees or wasps. I don't know what is making those, but that looks kind of like honeycombs. And it's a whole lot of bees or something. And I assume that's maybe the old priests who are buried here. And look at the cool decorations on there. Back in the day, this would have been quite a challenge to get the materials to build that. And we are quickly moving away from that nest of bees because I just got stung by one in the forehead. This is actually, oh, come here, get out of there. I was gonna give you guys a little tour of the mission, and it looked like we could even peek inside, but it's swarming with bees. And I'm about to get Tuck some Benadryl because I think he got stung. I can't see the sting, but I can feel it on my forehead. We are getting Tuck some Benadryl. We're hiding it in some cheese. He's kind of figured out the cheese and pill thing, so we'll see how it goes. All right, here's the unadulterated piece. Why are you chewing so much? Here's the adulterated piece, and oh, good boy, there's another one. Well, guys, I was gonna sit in that very cute little restaurant and have some breakfast, but it's right across from the mission where all the bees are, and it's open air, and we're not gonna sit and be a bee target because they are aggressive. Like, they came after us, both of us. So, well, there goes my plans for breakfast this morning. And we're not going to see the inside of the church because you have to run the gauntlet of the bees to see the inside of it. But it's a cool old mission that was founded in the 1700s here in San Javier. Wish I could show you more of it, but we're not getting any closer. Luckily, I have an empanada that I got from the grocery store. We are seeing this town from the safety of the Jeep. It's an absolutely adorable little town. And if it weren't for the bees, we'd be walking around. There's some street vendors. Probably be buying some food from the street vendors. But no. Your face seems okay so far, but we'll keep an eye on it. And we are going to cruise through town pretty quickly. I'm pretty sure the rest of the town is just the mission and the restaurant that we are not going to. So, roar har. Say goodbye to the little mission. Oh, this town is adorable with little cobblestone streets. And there are more shops, but they're too close to the bees. There's a hot spring right outside of town, and I stopped for a second to look at my map to see if I could figure out a way down to the hot spring, and a bee flew into my car. So we really are just skedaddling from that area because the bees seem to like us or really, really hate us. I don't know. There's a cool cemetery in that town too, and like a 300-year-old olive tree. You'll just have to take my word for it. We only had to drive on the highway for a few minutes, and we have turned off the highway now onto another dirt road to go to another mission town. And maybe this one won't have bees. This road will also lead us into the Sierra Giganta? Giganta? It will. This road will lead us into the giant Sierra. And Google Maps does not know that this road exists, but it is on my Onyx. There's no description of the road on Onyx, but I assume it's going to be much like the road that we drove yesterday. We'll see. Just a regular kind of gravel, dirt road, I think. The road's been pretty mellow so far, but we are about to go up. I am quite sure it does not come out in video, but that went pretty up. We're still going up. And the road is a little rugged here where it goes up. And I have to pay attention. It's not crazy and there's not big drop-offs or anything, but it's a bit bumpy with some surprise bumps. I'm excited to see what's on the other side, though. I had to turn on the four-wheel drive for a minute. All right, now I think we might be on the top of a plateau. I'm gonna say it again because I just cannot believe how green this desert is. I mean, it's not green everywhere, but man, it is really green here for a desert. And lest y'all are worried that I'm out here in the middle of nowhere all by myself. I mean, I am, but people do drive this road. And here's a farmer. He's going down that grade that I just came up. He's got some cojones, because it was steep. And he's pulling a trailer. And it looks like we're going to be going down just as rapidly as we went up. Okay, we are putting on the four-wheel drive. Just got to get around this hairpin turn. And then it's not so bad till the next hairpin turn. Way down there, I can see another vehicle of some variety. All right, almost down to the bottom. Although I suspect we have another one of those to go up. We may be going down into a valley and then perhaps up another mountain range after this. We are about halfway to the next mission. And this has been an interesting route. When I was driving south on the highway, I could see these mountains out in the distance, and now we're in them. Here is the start of our second grade, but it doesn't look like anything like that first one. This is rather gentle. Bumpy, but gentle. And how you doing there, buddy? He's got a little tiny bit of facial swelling, but it's not bad. I mean, this road is not bad, but you would definitely want higher clearance and at a minimum all-wheel drive, but four-wheel drive would be safer. Could you bring a Subaru back here? Probably. You probably wouldn't be very happy in it though. Switching on the four-wheel drive for this last little bit because I can see that it's steep and a little loose. Little loose rock. Sorry about the bumps, buddy. Sorry about the bumps. We've been going through some pretty high elevation stuff for a while now that has been pretty rugged. And I see 2 cars up here, and one of which I think is just a car. Like, not a 4-wheel drive anything. We'll see when we get up there. Yeah, it's like a little SUV kind of thing. I think it might be getting towed by that truck. So there is help out here, should you find yourself in need. I just had to put on the 4 low because I had to slow down on the hill and couldn't get going again because it's really hilly. Okay? Okay, we are out of 4 low. Looks like they have everything in order. I'm not at all shocked that car couldn't make it up that hill. I mean, I wouldn't have made it up that hill without putting the Jeep in 4 low. So that little SUV thingy wasn't gonna make it up. Minivan, whatever it was. Slightly larger than a sedan. And maybe I'm a little off my rocker, being happy about driving remote rocky roads in the middle of nowhere in Mexico. But I'm happy. And I'm not as crazy as those people who took that little sedan thingy up here. I think we have reached the high point of the road, and it's magnificent up here. It is also much cooler. Hi, goats. How you doing, goats? You having a good day? We are going down again, rather dramatically, into an oasis. First gear, 4-wheel drive. This isn't rocky, but it is sandy, and there's a very significant drop-off should things go wrong. I just think about that little SUV sedan thingy, whatever it was. It got pulled out from where it was. The truck pulled it up the hill past the difficult spot, and they continued on their own down this way. I would not want to be driving that vehicle on here, but man, the locals are crazy. You see little 2-wheel drive beater sedans. That one wasn't a beater, but you do see 2-wheel drive beater sedans. All kinds of crazy places that they do not belong, and man, they make it work. Just look at that sea of palm trees. That's amazing. Okay, there's a shrubbery in the way, but there's a sea of palm trees. Welcome to San Jose de Comondu. Comondu? Comondu. It's just another crazy oasis out here in the desert, man. It's just insane that this exists. And how do people make a living out here? We are really in the middle of nowhere. It's only been a couple of minutes video time, but it has taken me 2.5 hours to get here from a place that was several hours from anything too. It's kind of insane. What do you think, buddy? We made it to a town. have the tuck, so we don't want to go invading this space. But what a cool place. So the story is that in the 1930s, this mission was blown up by some, probably one very anti-Catholic fellow in the town. And so a lot of it is rubble, and the main church did not survive. What is this? Tuk tuk. Oh, this like held wine, I think. What a cool little place. And I think this is what would have been the town square. I mean, it still kind of is. I mean, I think this is about the perfect little Mexican town. Buck is just very happy to be out of the car. Supposedly, there is a gas station somewhere here, and I don't, strictly speaking, need gas, but I would fill up if there actually is a gas station. And there's some petroglyphs that you can hike to, but it is too hot to hike to petroglyphs. I'm not seeing any signs of a mythical gas station, but it's so cool to be driving through all these palm trees in the middle of the desert. I mean, I presume there is a large water source somewhere here. I don't know exactly where that is or how to get there. And there's very little information about this place online, just that it exists. I guess I should probably look at a map to see how we get out of here. I took a brief glimpse at the map, and it looks like there's another mission just down the road a little bit, so let's go there. This town next door, San Miguel de Comondu, it would appear that there is really nothing left of the mission church that was here, and it was actually disassembled by the Jesuits who built it, and they disassembled it and built one down the road. I'm looking to see if there's some place to get something to eat. I mean, people gotta eat around here. I may be only finding inside restaurants. I'm seeing wine stores, and apparently this is a wine growing region, but I think we've just about perused the whole town, and I don't see anything besides a convenience store so far that would have outside dog-friendly seating. This is definitely where a little more information about these towns would be helpful, but there's none in my guidebooks, and I really can't find anything online. And I don't see any obvious restaurant type places. Okay, I have consulted the maps. And we're gonna head out of town on another long dirt road. Because that's the only way to get out of here. I have plenty of gas, but I do wish that I had found some kind of gas station here. Maybe I should open the gate. I don't know. This is a super sketchy cattle guard. Let's see if it holds. I hope it does. On Onyx, this road is rated as a 1, which is the very easiest off-road road. This is not a 1. It's not technical, except for in a few spots, but it ain't a one. Just if I base it on the fact that I have driven over quite a lot of very sharp lava rock, very bumpy, very sharp lava rock, this ain't a one. And down arroyos and across arroyos and that are a little off camber and demand higher clearance and good placement, it's not a one. We were driving on that stuff for a while. I didn't get it on camera, mostly because I was just like, what the heck is happening here? This is not as described. It's nicer now, it's smoother. But this is a one that we are driving right now. This is a one. Now, it's fine, I'm in a Jeep, but I like to know what to expect. And when my expectations, based on what somebody put on X, do not match the reality, makes me a little anxious. This is indescribably beautiful country, but I'm tired and I'm hungry and I'm a little worried about the gas situation if this next town doesn't have gas. I'm really hoping that there is gas in the next town. We are only about 7 kilometers away from it, I think, and yeah, hoping they have gas. So you guys have seen my map of Mexico, which is a National Geographic map. But I also have one specific to Baja California Sur. And it does indicate on the map that there is a gas station in this next town. But that's also where it indicated there was gas at the town back from us, where I couldn't find any evidence of anyone selling gas. I suspect those maps might be a little out of date, and I don't find anything on the internet about either of those places having gas. So that's interesting. You live and you learn. Of course, I probably live and learn multiple times about the gas thing, but I was not expecting to go through this much gas. I have gone through a lot more gas in a short number of miles than I was anticipating. And I really haven't been using the 4-wheel drive much, but I have been using the air conditioner. But even with the air conditioner, I was not expecting it to sap my gas mileage as much as it has. But it has. Plus we're going up gradients, steep gradients. That's going to consume more gas. I mean, I'm going slow, so that counts for something. But I'm having a hard time judging how much gas I should be anticipating for rather short jaunts. Like, this isn't that far. I should have half a tank of gas left. And I do not. And I know that lower tire pressure impacts your gas mileage as well, but I wouldn't think that it's that much when you're going slow like this. But maybe it does. Maybe it has a way bigger impact than I think. And I'm still tired, and I'm still hungry, and I'm still worried about gas. But look at this view that just came into view. I can see the town from above now, and It looks like it might be big enough to have a gas station. I am hopeful. Still crossing my fingers a bit, but I'm hopeful. I think we're still okay. The car says that I have about 100 kilometers worth of gas left, so about 60 miles. And there should be a gas station within 60 miles if there's not one in town. Welcome to San Isidro. It looks like there's a genuine river, not just an arroyo. I may be taking back it looks like they might have a gas station statement. This is pretty rural. Ooh, gasolina. Okay, somebody in this town has gasoline. I guess I don't need it immediately, but I'm gonna figure out how to find it. I followed the signs, but then the signs just ended in a place that doesn't look like it's gonna have gasolina. I assume it's gonna be a house and with somebody with 5-gallon jugs selling gasoline, but I do not see any people around. Well, it looks like somebody here sells gasoline. That was San Isidro, and now we are headed just a few kilometers down to La Purísima, where I think we should be able to find a camp spot, but it's good to know that there may be some gas at the town next door. We have made it to the town next door, and it looks less prosperous than the one we just went through. This town is a little bit bigger, but not by much. It's the biggest town we've seen today, and it looks like a lot of stuff is closed up, man. So there's a person in this town that sells gas too, and we're looking for the gas station. There's a sign, gasolina. We have gas by a guy who siphoned the gas out of his gas can by mouth, which is probably not very healthy for him to be doing, but it worked and we now have plenty of gas. And now I'm gonna find a spot to set and look at iOverlander and look at my other resources, because we need a place to camp. So there is some camping really close to town and on the water, because there is what appears to be a river here, and I don't know, it kind of looks a little sketchy. So we are not staying there. We are hauling our butts out of town and looking for another spot. Oh, I'm gonna be so glad to get out of the car. And so was little Tuck. We're almost there, buddy. Probably. Oh, he's happy to be out. Yeah, that's a bona fide river happening right there. Did you just go run and run because you were like, I need to run? Are you really hungry? I am too. All right, guys, I am done. This was a lot of driving today. A lot of driving and a little bit of stressing. And I'm done. So that's it for this video. And I want to thank all of you guys for coming along with me. It's amazing that you're coming along with me. And if you made it this far in the video and you're not a subscriber yet, maybe you should subscribe. And I'll see you guys down the road.